positive and being more present in the moment. And that's way too many. So, all right, we're going to get this together. Thank you, Spirit. One card, please, Spirit. We're going to start with one card and we're going to work our way forward. There's our card. It says, it's a thinking card, and it says, you're not the only one. Our faults or limitations often feel very personal, even if they're an unavoidable part of being human. When you're feeling critical towards yourself, remind yourself that you're not alone. There are probably countless others who have the similar struggles. See what it's like to take your imperfections less personally. It's true. I mean, I hate to bring religion into it, but the way in which I feel is there's only one perfect person, and that was Jesus. He's not here anymore. All the rest of us are imperfect, but we live with our imperfections, okay? The best way to live with an imperfection is to know that you have it and then try your best to, figure it out and try to make it better. We're all here to improve day by day. So even though you may have a problem or a situation, work towards improving it daily, and that's all you can do. If you're working towards being better, then you're doing better. Okay, wow. Spirit ain't no joke. I want to get this stuff out tonight. Act. Okay? It says enjoyment and importance. Write down how you spend your time today. Notice how much enjoyment each activity and how important it was that you did it. As you review your day, what trends do you notice? All enjoyment and no importance, the reverse, a good amount of each. Consider how you can build a healthy balance of both kinds of rewarding activities into your daily schedule. Yeah, it's like all work and no play is no good. So we have to have some play involved with the work. Maybe not at the same time, but some of your day should be involved with something that you like to do. It shouldn't all be about work. Oh boy, I'm telling you. That's the reason I came on here to do this reading tonight, this session, because these cards are just flying tonight. Thank you, Spirit, for a little calmer, way for me to get a card tonight. Oh, here's another one, okay? Another thinking card. It says, expect the best. When you find yourself worrying that something won't turn out well, try making a positive shift into your thinking. Instead of assuming the worst, ask yourself, what if it turns out great? As long as the outcome is uncertain, it is better to assume it will go well and to focus your attention on what you actually can control. Exactly. We can only control ourselves. We can never control somebody else. Never, ever, ever. Don't even try it. It's never going to happen for you. So you're better off, trying to do the part that you can do in the situation to make your part better and just, work with the other person, compromise, and work with them. Do your part and let them do their part. And you'll see that things usually work out for the best that way. Okay? All right, Spirit. Let's get us another one right now. All right. That action card is the one right there. Act. Okay, it says focus outward, focus outward. Plan a conversation today in which you'll focus your attention entirely on the other person and what they're saying. Listen. Sometimes you have to listen more than you talk. When talking with others, we often focus on how we sound or what we think the other person thinks of us, especially when it comes to social anxiety. Notice any shifts in how you experience the discussion when the spotlight of your attention is off of yourself. Yeah, we're our worst enemies, all of us. We always think that, it's going to turn out bad. It's going to be the worst it possibly can be. There's nothing we can do about it. Woe is me. I'm the victim. We're not the victim. We all play a part in whatever we're doing. Okay. The best thing we could do is try to play a better part. If we feel that it's a disaster, then we have to work towards making it a better situation. As long as we're working towards a better way of doing it or a better way of being, we're ahead of the game. So always think positive over thinking negative. I like that. It's a nice action card. Okay. And the last one of these that I'm going to get today. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well tonight. All right, that action card flew out. We got to get this one. Another action card, okay? It says stand up straight. Practice standing and sitting with good posture today. Keep your head up and align over your shoulders and hips. Shoulders relaxed downward and not slouching forward. Weight balanced evenly across left and right side of the body and release any unnecessary tension. Notice how your physical bearings affect others' aspect of how you meet the world. Yeah, they always said sit up straight, like that's something that like my parents always said, sit up straight. In school, they would say sit up straight and be and listen, be attentive. When you're slouching and that kind of thing, like say if you went to a job interview, if you're sitting up straight and you're focused on what the person's saying to you and what you're saying to that person, you probably have a better chance of getting the job than if you're sitting there in the chair slouched, just hanging out, not really focusing on what the person's saying to you or what you're trying to say. Most likely you're not going to get the job that way. If you sit and you're more of a focused person, sitting up straight, with better posture, you're probably going to be better off. Anyway, those are those cards. Those are the thinking cards, the acting cards, and the being cards from the Cognitive Behavioral Therapy deck. Okay, now we're going into the Mindfulness deck. Okay, I'm going to get like 5 cards out of here. Thank you, Spirit, for the clear and concise messages today. Yep. I know tomorrow's work for most of us. If you had off this week, tomorrow's a new week and a new year. So it's going to be good for all of us. Mindful basics. Okay, it says mindful check-in. Begin by feeling into your body and mind. Acknowledge any thoughts, emotions, or sensations. Let them be. There's no need to analyze or figure things out. Just be here amidst it all as it comes and goes. Do this anytime you like to recenter yourself in the present moment. Yeah, just be in the moment. Just be in the moment. Don't try to be ahead of the moment. Don't try to be behind the moment. Just be in the moment. And a lot of times that'll help us, Be present right now. That's like the B cards. It says, great presence and connection in each moment. That's true. Okay, we're getting another card. All right, the next card is mindfulness and self-compassion in relationships. This one says mindful listening. We just had a card about being present, listening, and I guess doing more listening than talking. Everyone has a deep wish to be heard and to feel felt. Mindful listening helps others feel more connected and less guarded. When someone is speaking to you, listen with curiosity. Give the gift of your full attention. Stay quiet until they finish speaking. Now take a breath before you respond. Exactly. Think before you speak. Don't just blurt it out. Don't just say, right if they get done, I'm going to hurry up and say what I got to say. No. Sit there and think. Say, you know what? I heard what they just said. Let me see what that means to me. Let me mull it over in my head for a second. And then let me give a response. Sometimes that extra moment of time will make such a big difference in any relationship. We can't just blurt it out. We have to sometimes be silent for a second and listen to what we feel is the best thing for us in that relationship. Exactly. Okay. Next card is another mindfulness and self-compassion in relationships. It says empathy. Reflect on a family member, friend, or neighbor. What would it be like to walk in their shoes? Imagine that person's history of disappointment and losses and their past adventures and triumphs. What do you experience in your body and mind? Can you sense the bond of humanity you share? Exactly. Sometimes there's a saying, I think it says, walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. It's true. Unless you know what that person's been through in life. I mean, people, you can see somebody walking down the street. They could get out of a Mercedes. They could be well-dressed. They could have money in their pocket and everything, but they could have the most tumultuous, disastrous life that anybody could ever have in their head. They could be in total disaster in their brain. But to look at them face forward, you think, oh boy, this person has a great life. So never judge a book by its cover. Sometimes that's that listening thing. Sometimes listen to what people have to say, because that listening is pretty important. Like Judge Judy said, she said, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, because we're supposed to be doing twice as much listening as we are talking. It's true. Okay, let's get another card. All right, everybody. I know this information is a little crazy, and it's information a lot of us don't want to hear, but sometimes it's important to listen to stuff because it could help us in the long run. Okay? Another, mindfulness and self-compassion in relationships. Okay, it says loving kindness. A boundless love softens the heart and shines on all living beings without distinction. Start with yourself. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. May I be at peace. Now expand your love in an ever-widening circle to family, acquaintances, and the entire planet. Exactly. Like the Beatles always sung, love, 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 right? I'm telling you, love does everything. Love can solve problems. Love can create some problems. But I feel like love does more positive than it does negative. So a lot of times, we could have fear of love. We could have been hurt by somebody else in a situation, but don't let that stop you from starting another situation that's going to be, it could be the most beneficial situation you've ever had in your life. Don't let one situation destroy you from getting into a better situation that's going to be the better thing for your life. It's true. And let's get our final card today. All right, thank you, Spirit. And just one more. Yep. Yes, we needed this mindfulness and self-compassion in relationships today. These are the main cards. It says balance. Consider the mind as a sense organ. Just as your nose smells and your eyes see, the mind thinks. This is just what it does. Each moment offers opportunity for a new outlook or a new beginning. That's right. A lot of times, we listen to others. We let others dictate over the balance of our lives. They say, oh, this is good for you, not that. You shouldn't do this, you should do that. Instead of listening to those outside voices, listen to your own voice. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the things that's in your mind. Forget it, like block all that stuff out. Go to a quiet place. If you have to get in your car and drive away, go somewhere. Go sit by the water. Go sit in the woods. Go anywhere. Somewhere where you can quiet yourself and balance yourself out and get your own mind together. So block out the other outside influences and listen to your own intuition. And that will make your life a better life. Okay? I appreciate everybody listening, and I'm taking the time out to look at my channel tonight. This is Real Spiritual Clarity. My name is Richard. I love coming on here and helping people to have a different perspective. It's very rare that we could go to a channel and see where people are pulling some cards that actually help us to think for a second. Not that the tarot doesn't help us think. I love the tarot. But these cards are the cognitive behavioral therapy session. Okay? They help us to think better so we have a better life. They help us to act better so we have a better life. And they help us to be more present in our lives. So I appreciate everybody taking the time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that bell so you know when I come on. And I hope everyone has a beautiful evening. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye.